Alright, so I probably won't be streaming that long for this time because I'm not sure if my internet is actually stable enough for stream. So yeah. Anyway, since it's probably going to be a short stream, this is Tower of Fantasy, and it's available for pre-download today, but you are not able to play it yet. So we'll be playing around with the character creation though, so it's fine. It's fine. Everything will be fine. So I noticed that people are getting very I guess in a way creative when creating the character, because look at this. Oh okay, let's look at the male. Look at those. Are they not familiar? Are they not familiar? If you know, you know, but yeah. Seriously though. The female though? The female? Oh, who are you? Well, I guess we cannot really see the female one. Oh, look at that. Now I'm curious what that X is. I'm curious what that X is. That's fine. What we're going to do is creating my avatar. And of course, I'll get the male version just because I'd rather see a man's ass over female, but even though I swing both way. Yes. So yeah, it's probably going to be fast because I don't usually bother too much about character. Height 1, height 2. Yep, I'll just take the height 2. I'll take second height. Hair. Oh. Outfit, that's what? Outfit, that's okay. That's surprising. Very surprising.
Which hair should I choose? I'll just choose this. Is it this one? No. Should be. Yep. That should work. Right? Yeah, it should work. That should work. Right. Now then, can I not change the face?
Really? Yep. Alright, that's fine. Oh, there is a face. Okay. What? On. Okay, no problem. Voice changer. Oh. Is the voice double voice? Double voice? Oh, is it the voice changer? Did someone change my voice? Or what is this alien looking guy? And hello. Good evening. It's going to be a short stream just because my internet is still not stable, I think. Oh, I hate
the customization, seriously. I see. Can you give me a lazy eye? Why are all the eyes look awkward? You have a voice changer, oh my.
Indeed. It didn't work last time though. Did my voice got changed again? Chipmunk's so funny. Alright, definitely working now. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I actually cannot hear the voice change, so I don't know what happened to my voice right now. Seriously, eyes. Really? Are all... Oh, I have more options. Alright then. Is there no lazy eyes? Are there no lazy eyes? Oh. Yeah, no. If my voice is going to be changed every second, I might need to change the setting. Huh. Let's see... Eyeballs. Is this it? Enhance eye. What the... Oh. Oh, what on earth? Why is it just one side? Holy crap. My eyes shouldn't be that bright. Shouldn't be that bright. Right? Why is it yellow though? What are these? Oh, okay. Let's see... What? Green? Oh. There you go. There you go. Shit. Actually, my eyes are getting irritated. Oh, that's going to be a super short stream then. Eyes, please work just a bit, just a bit. Hold on for 1 hour. Nose. Really? Really? Can I not scroll closer, please? Oh, here. Nope. Is that as close as you can get? Really, game? That's as close as you can get? I'm disappointed. Should be fine. I think it should be fine. Ay. Ice. It's okay. You can stay on YouTube. You can stay on YouTube. Should be. I just hope my internet is good enough. Mouth. You know what? I cannot. I cannot. How did people actually spend hours on character creation? I have no idea. Do I not have scar? That's not a scar. That's an ugly scar. That's literally just blood splatter. Alright. Only 720p, no other option. Yeah, I think because in order for people have the ability to change my stream quality, I have to be at least affiliated so that I have that option, but unfortunately I don't think I will reach that anytime soon. So you guys are stuck with the source. But I think in YouTube you can change to 480 or 360, right? Outfit. Is this really the only outfit we can get? Custom color. Oh, that changes it. Can I have... Okay, that's not what I want to do. Can I reset? I don't know what happened, but alright. And you are? As someone who are color challenged, I can barely see things right now. I think that is it. May I make it lighter? No? Ah, there you go. What else? Brown. Yep, that's good. That's almost the same. Yeah, so yeah. Should be 144p to 720p. Yep. Should be good. Should be good. I guess that's the perk of having two streams on. People can watch on the other channel. Brain work. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What color is my coat? Is that the right color? Or is it darker? That's the right color, right? Should be the right color. Next, accessory. I need no accessory. Shoot. Yep, marking is too... Face... Alright, let's just next it. Next, complete. Save and use this look, yes. So ugly. What's this?
やあ、知り合えて嬉しいよ。もういいか？
Is that it? Is that really safe? Is that really safe? Enter character ID. Reinhardt. Oh, I recognize the voice actor. Do you? Text is to... They do not exist or expired. Wow. Serious? Or maybe I actually cannot make a character right now. Should be. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, doesn't work. I cannot see actually my input. Or am I supposed to look through all of this just to find that one character? Really? There we go. Import. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's just close and reopen and see if that works.
あら、会えて嬉しいわ。
It doesn't work. Shit.
もういいかしら。
Oh yeah, popular. I want to see. I want to see what else you guys make. Alright. There are a few familiar looking characters. What character are you looking for? Nothing. I just want to create my own.
もういいかしら。もういいかしら。
Okay, everyone have the same voice, I guess.
もういいかしら。
Really? Really? Oh, it is safe then. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright, I finished creating my character. I don't think I can... Whoa. Why is this female though? Oh, controller. It has a controller support? No. It looks like it's a no. Oh, it is. It does. It does. Alright, I finished. I finished what I'm supposed to do. Camera. Gyro. Display. Default. Apocalypse. Brilliant. Ooh, retro. That's a nice color. I think I might choose either this or this because this two is too bright. Same screen wanderer. Oh yeah, this game is online. I don't think I can play on 120 though. Camera vibration, hit frame. Big bro, drown. Are you going to play? Because I have nothing to play right now. You know what? Is there no other language? Nope. Nope. Alright. 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 Yep. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do now. What am I supposed to do here? How do I exit? What happened if I exit my game right now? I need to eat first. I finally got around to cooking yesterday. Nice. Let me exit game. Okay. What can I play? What should I play? What should I play? Someone suggest me a game to play. While I change. The prologue should be long. Nah, we cannot play through the prologue yet because the server is still off. I'll show you. I'll show you. Did you finish? Did you finish? I'm not sure if that is actually a typo or if that is actually intentional because Didi in Chinese is younger brother. Oh, because yeah. See, server under maintenance. Every server is under maintenance. Oh, sushi server. How nice. Huh. Let's see. Let's see. I remember there were actually an event where we are supposed to give the server name. I guess sushi won. I think I gave 2 names. But I don't see them here, so I guess they don't take it. Haha. Find that out. Since I guess I'll play the letter. Let me grab my phone. Let me grab my phone and change. Let me change the screen. Was it this one? Oh. Oh yeah, I need to open this one. Tempest must meet with Rimuru. Oh, if you need game, you could just do Genshin. No, I'm tired. I cannot play Genshin. Nuh-uh. Actually, Genshin is fine, but I just cannot. It's very tiring. I know I should actually do the quest. Oh, I don't think I can play Genshin actually. I haven't updated them. I might have like few gigs of update which I cannot spare right now. Hold on. phone. How much? 84% should be enough. Oh, I need to double check the game audio because properties line in. All right. We'll play the letter for now. Last time we died. Oh no, I haven't share screen yet. Technically, last time in the letter we died once. Let me change the stream title. How do I do that? How do I change stream title again? Here, the letter. Oh, I think Twitch isn't letting me. I forgot I need to exit whenever that happen. Food? That's not good. You need to cook fresh. Fresh food is the best. But yeah, if it's expensive, don't do that. Right. We are going to play as Hannah next. Please Twitch, work with me. Do I need to keep refreshing? The letter. There you go. Alright, so free food is the best. Indeed, I agree with that. Alright, the letter, let's see. It is far too easy to get them to pay attention. Enraptured. They hang on to my every word and follow my every move. All of it would have been stifling had I not grown used to such stares. Most are respectful. Some are hostile, if we are honest. I think I forgot to change the title. The an episode, is it? Oh no. English? Okay. I forgot which part. I'll just assume it's part 4. I can change. There you go, it's updated. And a few are downright inappropriate. Actually, speaking of food, I have yet to eat my dinner. But then again, I don't feel like eating dinner. I don't feel like eating dinner at all. After all, I am.
Kinda right.
Oh, that's a very annoying voice. There's a moment of agitation as a familiar but less than welcome face approaches me with a suggestive smirk on his face. Of course, I have to keep a benevolent smile and greet him as I greet any good friend. After all, this man can turn heads, being famous in his own right.
Officer Lee!
Oh,
What a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd have the
Officer.
time to attend tonight's party.
That's an officer? Do officer really wear their uniform? Me bored. Play some games? No, wait. You should be studying, maybe? You should study. Or rest early? You have school tomorrow, I think? No, why not? Why not? You should, be a good student. Study well. Alright. Be a troll. What do you call that? Yeah. How about playing some game then? Officially, what a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd have the time to attend tonight's party. He is more Luke's friend than mine. Really. And I am quite sure I only invited his wife. Game equal to make me more bored. Then studying. Studying should be not boring. Tomorrow I need to do something. Yeah, you have school. Much like I am only friends with the chief inspector because of Luke, Luke is only friends with Rochelle because of me. Unlike how I treated Lee, however, Luke never hid his animosity for the Lee matriarch. It was an odd sort of friendship where we would have an awkward double dates. Yes. I don't even recall his first name or Ann's. It started with an N, I think. I might be wrong. I was talking about ants as in the ants, insect ants. But yeah, it started with an N. One of my friends got positive though. Oh. It depends on which variant. The old one is still fine, but if it's the newest one, then you'd be in trouble. I've already been positive once, so it's fine. It depends on how people are too, actually, because I think I currently have a relative that was currently in the hospital because he was positive. But then again, there was also other health issues, so that might be one of the reason why it's bad. But yeah, it's the new. It still should be fine as long as you guys follow your country's standard of procedure. Should be fine. I don't think you will be isolated just because you're a close contact, since most countries are now on the endemic period. I mean, even one family member got positive, other people can still go out. Aside from being chief inspector of Luke's Bond Police, his wife Rochelle Lee Nee Vance. Why is the names in this game are so damn long? I mean, look. I think it's in the journal profiles. Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos. That's a very long name, yes. Hannah Wright Nee Evans. Zachary, undiscovered journal entry. Alright. Marianne, undiscovered. Rebecca, undiscovered. Oh. Well, yeah. Anyway, why is all the name long? 170 centimeter. She's tall. Why is she tall? Occupation? Heiress. Seriously, that's an occupation? Really? Religion? Anglican. Does that exist? Education? Masters in Business Administration, major in accounting. Likes? Bouillabaisse? Dogs? Fashion, party and dancing. Beach? Children, iconic woman, charity and math. Long story need a long ass name. I get it.
Oh, I always have time for my favorite socialite couple. Might I say, you look positively ravishing tonight.
Dude, you have a wife. And Hannah has a husband.
I see the husband isn't with ya.
Oh, red flag. The way he eyes me up is enough to make my skin crawl. I just wish Luke is here to fend off the more unseemly of our peers. You know, the ones. Men who are just a bit too friendly, staring too long at my assets, and getting close just because my husband is not here. And to think they have the gall to do this at my own party. In my own house, if I might add. But like any other high society woman worth her salt, I know how to handle it with grace and dignity.
I suppose you are looking
It's
pleasant
going
as well.
to be a long story. Yeah, I know it's
Luke's
going to
busy
be
with
long.
work, unfortunately. Michelle isn't here.
Even the story with Isabella is long.
A shame. I do hope he isn't causing you much trouble. That husband of yours can be a bit daft sometimes, acting like he's still some young bachelor.
Huh?
The wife sends her regards and her apologies, but something came up with her
There's a
doctor
log,
and she
right?
needed
There's
to
a log,
attend
right?
to it.
Hold on.
You know her being pregnant and all.
She was asking about Rochelle. So I'm confused with this. Shouldn't he actually answer about Rochelle first and then talk about the husband? Oh well. We make a small talk. Rather, I'm forced to do so, as he would not leave my side after finding his place there. Much to my chagrin, I've been extricated from the few who flock in hopes of flattering, for I can tolerate them far better than Lee. He is a nice enough person, and I adore his wife, who is obviously the brains behind the two. But there is something unsettling about him. I do not trust him as much as I want to. He regaled to me the tales of Luke's Bond Police Department, a different affair to the usual gossip I'm privy to, and though I loathe to admit, it's interesting nonetheless. Let me double check that. Yeah, it is. Yes. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'll remove that. Okay. There you go. I expect the topic of business to die out quickly, which would be understandable enough due to the confidential nature of his work. But oh boy, was I wrong.
So, wearing civvies, I steal and drive off with one of the police mobiles, right? In the mirror, I see the new tank
Oh
chasing on
my.
foot and screaming.
Right now he's
about
just
theft.
posting. He is just posting. And probably not the best kind of posting too, probably the boring kind.
The look on his face was priceless when I parked it in the garage.
Oh my. You made him
Poor
chase you all the way
Hannah.
home for a
Poor
prank.
Hannah.
What did Rochelle have to say about that?
Rochelle has a strange love and hate affair with Lee. He is a married man who did not grow up past his early 20s, judging by the way he acts. Oh, that's annoying. Surprisingly though, they've been married for a good 20 years. Oh, a lifetime if you compare it to my marriage of 7 years with Luke. I, on the other hand, well, Luke is not Lee. I should be happy about that, I suppose. Although my darling did have his moments.
There, the wife pulled my ear and gave me a good talking to, though. Besides, we live in a flat a block away, so it wasn't much of a grand chase.
Weren't you living in a house near the countryside?
Moved for work, you know. Or you probably don't.
No, I don't. But a flat in downtown? I suppose if that's what you like.
Oh, it's horrid. Hate that tiny place, no matter how convenient it can be for work. 55 square yards are not enough when you need to get away from the wife.
How big is 55 square yards? He makes it sound small, but considering how they are pretty much a rich people. I've played VN games on PSP. It takes 18 hours to get all the scenes. Really tired.
I wouldn't mind a place away from the city. Even started looking at the ads. I spied an interesting lot, actually. Heard it was finally put up for
Isn't
sale.
18
That
hours for a
something
VN
mansion, you
game
know, the one
pretty
with all
short?
the ghost stories.
Especially to get all the scenes. Why do my brain says like a normal VN games usually takes about at least 100 hours minimum
The
to
Ermica
get
mansion?
all the scenes? Oh my god.
That's the one. The worthy of a king it is. I'd buy it myself, but
Sometimes you
Rochelle
could
would only
skip
gripe if I brought
conversation.
it up to her.
Unfortunately for a stream, I cannot skip conversation.
Not to mention all the expenses a place like that. It'll be a real fixer-upper.
Hey,
You also have to find someone willing to work there with how superstitious people can be.
If it becomes a problem, just hire someone to do an exorcism.
yes. There's a lot of people who can do exorcism.
Actually, I do know of someone who could be up to the task.
Ooh.
You remember the Ludgates party at their Christchurch summer residence?
No, I don't.
Of course. It was an excellent soiree. Everything was so classy
that's
too.
how you pronounce that
Such good
shit.
taste.
All this time I pronounce it as soiri.
Oh, that place was a pigsty until they hired out this interior
Oh.
designer and they turned it into a bloody palace.
It's also pronounced as pigsty, not pigsty. Well, I'm learning.
She worked for the Exodus for their apartment in Soho too, and they recommended her when we were looking up pieces for our beach house in Porto Colom. I think I have a business card No, I must have left it in my other jacket.
How many jackets do you
Anyway,
have?
she's
dude?
called, what's her name? Marianne, I believe, yes.
Oh, so that's why Hannah keep on mispronouncing Marianne's name. It's this
But
guy's
truly,
fault.
if anyone were to get that place in McCullough, well, they'd be the envy and the talk of the town.
Well, if you put it that way, I might just snatch it up for myself.
Oh,
This place was starting to feel a bit small lately anyway.
lady, that looks small to you? Alright, you donate me that house. I'd want it. Sure, a 3-story penthouse might not fit the definition of small for some people. Okay, maybe a lot of people, because it's only have 3 routes and 2 heroine. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a short game. What game is it? But it isn't big enough to have a grand party scene. As it is, I only invited about 30 people to this one, and it's already feels cramped in here. If this was during COVID era, Hannah, police would probably be in your house. Oh wait, Mr. Lee is a police, never mind. It certainly would be nice if I didn't have to ride the elevator up and down several floors before I can get anywhere as well. All Luke's word, not mine. Besides, I have been looking for a good anniversary gift. Luke might like this one. Where is he anyway? Where is he indeed? Oh, actually, is my mic fine? Luke is dressed to the nines, as he usually is, and he looks ready for whatever the day will throw at him. His butler and valet waits at his side, just in case he isn't ready as he looks. Wow. I forgot it's an anime. There's a lot of anime VN. Oh, sure, that is normal. What is confusing me is the fact that he is on his way out of the penthouse, considering we won't have anywhere to go until much later.
Where are you going?
On a date?
I am to attend the Triad Autumn Tasting. I do believe I informed you of this 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yes. And might I remind you that I had stricken that off your schedule? Because one, the doctor told you to stop consuming so much alcohol.
oh, I thought she was controlling, but apparently she's just worried about Luke.
And two, I informed you a few days ago about the open house we are going to attend in its place. I've even found this marvelous interior designer, Mary Ann McCullough.
Mary Ann McCullough. I guess that's your name now, Mary Ann.
It's a 3.5-hour drive to Cardiff. I don't have time for this.
Cardiff. That sounds familiar.
This is like that little party you threw all over again. You don't inform me of it, and you expect me to stay and be a gracious host when I have business elsewhere. You know how I operate, Hana. Unless this was penciled in, I am sticking to my schedule.
If I may intrude, the madam is correct. Your physician did
wow,
insist
Your
you
Highness.
moderate your drinking, unless you wish to incur acute pancreatitis. And you did have this open house penciled in last Wednesday morning.
Well.
Bollocks, I don't remember doing so.
Well, you did. While very hungover, in fact.
That doesn't count. He did. Moaned at me about being too loud, but gave in after some pushing. Perhaps that was a bit too cruel and manipulative of me, but
Whose side are you on?
the
Come
fact
on,
side.
Luke. You promised we'd do whatever I want this weekend.
Gordon Bennett, fine. I am giving this house tour of yours a chance.
Gordon Bennett? What is that?
But if it proves to be a waste of time, I am going
I
to
only
Cardiff,
know of one
and you are
Gordon,
going to
and
take
that's
a cab
Gordon
home.
Ramsay.
Are we clear?
It's just a bit of a husband and wife tit for tat, isn't it? All their arguments. Once the honeymoon phase is over, as they seem to call it, reality sets in that you and your partner might not always see eye to eye. Perhaps it has been the years. 7 of them is nothing to scoff at.
I just cannot bloody believe I agreed to this. I was really looking forward to the Triad tasting.
Dude, take care of your health. Aku pergi dulu lah, Kak, ada panggilan. Oh, nice. Good luck on your job interview. Good luck. Though sometimes I think it's something a bit more than just a simple disagreements, and I have to stop myself from wondering where we went wrong.
There's always the Triad Christmas tasting in Manchester next month, and that'll only be an hour-and-a-half drive.
Have I been neglectful? Have I offended? Have I acted shamefully? No. Be shameless.
Yes, but Cardiff.
What's so good about Cardiff? Certainly, any problem can be discussed, as long as he doesn't turn me away.
Well, there goes my good mood. Are you happy now, Hana?
Oh, come on, you'll be fine. Why must he treat me this way? What happened if I remain silent? I am happy, and I'm sure he will be too, once he get over his little upset. There is no point in aggravating him anymore, so I keep myself from commenting on the issue any further. A sweet smile and a bowed head. No need to provoke. That is how I cope. Now I don't know if Hannah is actually pitiful or not, or whether the way she is being outgoing is just a mask to hide herself.
So, when do we leave? Where are we even going?
We're scheduled to leave after lunch for the Ermengarde Mansion. Das ist ja interessant. It's just Deutsch name. Is that infamous mansion?
Is there no translation for that? I assume what he said is that is interesting. Dish name. Is that actually German or Dutch? Or is that the same one?
I have seen it from afar. It's a huge property. Very beautiful if it wasn't left abandoned. Certainly a house befitting lords and ladies of the land.
A house good enough for nobles, huh? It is well known then?
Very well known for its
I guess that doesn't make it a
ghost
total waste of
stories.
Our old sous chef mentioned going there for Halloween last year. We've not seen him since.
He died. He definitely died. He definitely died. Poor old guy. Poor old guy.
Not that I mind. He made terrible pumpkin soup.
Oh. Alright. I smile even as they turn their backs to me. The ride to the mansion is quiet, with Luke having stared out of the window the entire way, not paying attention to anything around him. Meanwhile, I am conflicted. I don't know if I should apologize for changing his plans like that. But by the time we arrive at the mansion and I see his eyes light up in genuine interest, apologizing is the last thing on my mind. The whole affair with the Omega mansion is certainly an interesting experience. The place has been renovated and restored by the owners to what they claim to be acceptable standards. The mansion itself looks like something befitting a fairy tale of a period piece. It is tastefully decorated, and with a little bit of love and attention, I'm sure it can be a place Luke and I can call home. And the number of other prospective buyers that have come from the powerful and wealthy Luxborn certainly did not disappoint, marking this estate as a prime property. The Lees are amongst the group who went with the Rose Woman, and I saw a few other notable faces, though I did not really feel like mingling. Unfortunately for every one of them, the Wrights are interested in buying. Right? What's been bugging my mind, however, is that Isabel. What's her problem? I still don't quite understand what is happening. One moment, she is scrambling to give us the paperwork to finalize the sale. Then, she's panicking over some sort of prank letter on another. The second thing on my mind is how touchy my darling husband is towards the poor dear. I cannot even plaster a smile on my face, a horrid scowl taking its place. Hannah just loves Luke so much, but Luke isn't appreciating it. I understand. There is no way I can pretend nothing is wrong as I hum.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Yes. He is quick enough to distract his hand, which is all the girl needs to, well, for the lack of a better word, escape.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Her partner follows, shouting after her without hesitation. There is an awkward air among us where we left in the wake of whatever that was. The other murmurs and gossip with each other, speaking of the poor daft girl and telling the tale to whoever was not audience to the act in the first place. It doesn't take long for the woman, Rose, to return and put aside into the study for what I write. Why is she not calling her Mary Ann? Oh, look at that image behind. Look at that image. That is so handsome. That's a handsome guy right there. Just right behind Luke. That portrait is beautiful. And look at those mirrors. What a nice mirror for a ghost to appear in. Hoping to apologize to her as well, but the woman refuses, saying she is not one of her clients anyway. That leaves myself, Rose, and Luke. The last, all too eager to make himself comfortable in a study he's no doubt already claimed as his own.
I can't apologize enough about what just happened. Please forgive Isabella. She's been under a lot of pressure lately. She's young and all those rumors about this being haunted just got to her head.
But it really is haunted.
And it must be this terrible heat too. Not a drop of rain for days now.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, it's fine. The poor girl must feel so embarrassed about what she just did. But I say, let bygones be bygones. After all, she's only a child.
How old is Isabel again? Isabel, 26 years old. How is that a child?
She looked, what, 19?
Alright. Of course, us Southeast Asian looks younger than we look. Yep. I shoot Luke an accusing look at these words. After all, he tried flirting with the girl. The nerve of him. And not only that Isabel girl, but also Marianne. And Rose too. What kind of husband would think that it's even remotely good idea to make moves on 3 different women while his wife stands there? Did he drink while I wasn't looking?
She's a bit older than that.
Yeah.
But again, I apologize. And if there's any way I can make up for what just happened, just...
I know what you can do. Be a darling flower and get us one of those bottles you plan to serve.
Boy.
Pop it open.
Pop what open?
We were planning on serving some champagne. I can get that.
That would
Okay,
be lovely.
I keep
Much
saying about
obliged.
popping chat out. I did not notice how sassy that sounds until this guy says pop it open. Wow.
Do you want a glass as well, Ms. Wright?
Oh no, I'm fine. I really shouldn't be drinking right now.
And Luke shouldn't be either. But right now, I'm just too tired of any sort of argument. I don't have the heart to scold him in public as well. I'm certainly not his mother. I just want to get this horrid day done with, go home and sleep. Perhaps I'll even have a strong cuppa. Strong cuppa? Huh? Before I head off to bed. Yes, that sounds nice. When Rose comes back with the champagne, I beckon her over. As I have told her partner before, I have every intent of acquiring this house. I might as well, even if I'm having second thought about getting it for Luke. The moment we, the Wrights, has expressed interest in this place, we've had eyes set on us. If we don't buy it, that might as well be a signal to have busybodies gossip about how we may or may not have lost our fortune. Regardless of the fact that it is false image is everything when dealing with these people. These are the unspoken rules for people such as ourselves. And besides, I really did like the place. Why? Everything here is absolutely wonderful. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh, shit. Except for this ugly painting in the studies. Oh, shit, man. It looks like a bad fake of Edvard Munch painting.
Here's the deal. I'm willing to pay 10% higher than your listing price.
Uh-huh.
If anyone tries to outbid us, just add another 5%.
Cool.
I doubt anyone can, of course. Or, you know what? Just add 15% to the listing price, and we can sign all the paperwork now.
Oh, so
I
that's
guess,
how
if that's what you want.
she got the
There
house.
won't be any trouble. I don't have all the papers now. Didn't think this would be a quick sell. I'll have copies sent to you so you can look over them. And if you'd still like to finish the rest of the tour with Isabella's group, you're more than welcome to.
No, I think we're good here. We'd appreciate a private tour of the place a lot more, I think.
All right. Should I let Marianne in then?
Marianne? Alright. She's been waiting outside the study the whole time, hasn't she? I'll need to have a chat with her to move this little mansion project forward.
Please do.
There is a look of apprehension when the other woman enters the study. Yet, like a professional, I see the moment she steals herself and masks her worry. Admirable. Marianne? Marianne? Yeah, apparently Hannah calls her Marianne, even though her name is Marianne.
We have this project then?
Of course. Will you be needing anything from us?
Yes, money.
Having the floor plans would be a great start, just so that I can look at... And if you could tell me when you're available for a meeting so that I can include it in my calendar?
Oh, is a meeting really all that necessary, Marianne?
Yes.
I guess we can send Johans to help you out.
Oh, it's Johannes, not Johannes. Alright then.
You two can start by getting rid of this ugly painting.
Woman! Please! A hush falls upon the room at my request.
What painting?
Huh? And lo and behold, the painting is gone. In its place, a mirror stands, which leaves me to look at my own confused expression.
Odd. Well, no matter. Back to the topic at hand. Marianne,
See,
dear,
I did
you're
say
simply
that
far
mirror
too
that
busy to
mirror
meet
is
up.
bad omen. Just crash that thing. Back to the topic at hand, Marianne dear. We are simply far too busy to meet up. Or perhaps, maybe I should, let me save. Free up my schedule.
But I guess we can free up a day to meet with you. I don't really need another Maudlin Monday reading about Maury anyway. The book club can function without me for one day.
You have a book club?
What time shall we be seeing each other? How does lunch sound?
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I was told that buying a book and reading a book are two different hobbies. And I just realized my hobby is not reading a book but buying books. What a weird hobby, I guess. What time shall we be seeing each other? How does lunch sound? Lunch sound perfect to my empty stomach. Besides, my house has a higher priority over a book club. Why? We can hold a meeting. We can hold the next meeting in this place. Surely the beauty and grandeur of all will inspire spirited and lively debates about whether modern-day writers could match up with the classics. It depends. I might as well clear up the rest of my week to handle whatever affairs buying this mansion requires of me. Any social activity can be put off until Ermengarde, or rather, the right mansion's great debut. I'll have my fill of great parties and gatherings, especially when I organize them myself.
That sounds good.
Sounds good indeed.
Although, with a project of this scope, we might need most of the day to tackle your concerns.
Oh,
a more
a whole
thorough
day?
inspection of the place is also preferable.
Breakfast then. It's a date.
A date between Hannah and Marianne.
It's really not.
Oh, she's blushing. She's blushing. Is this the second route?
All right. Monday, 10 o'clock sharp. We'll see you then.
Actually, Marianne suggested we meet at 9, but who is even awake at that unholy hour? Me. I wake up at 4. Hello? I was lucky enough to wake up this morning before Luke went all the way to Cardiff. Yeah, where is Cardiff? We say our goodbyes, shakes hand and make it clear without outright saying that we now own this house. By the time we left the mansion grounds, sunset is almost upon us.
So, you really want to buy this place then?
Yes, I want to
That's
buy.
a bit of a big impulse buy, even coming from you. Not that I'm complaining.
Why is Lookout so different now?
Well, I'm glad you're not complaining like you usually do. It's a right and proper Christmas miracle, isn't it? Hannah has finally done something right.
Are you two actually being like married? What do you call it? Political marriage? Arranged marriage? I refuse to look at him, staring at the passing scenery
Hey,
instead.
Buttercup, what's with this cheek?
Rose, Lily, Mint. The
Who's
nerve,
Mint?
Luke, the nerve!
Who's Mint?
Is that what this is about? One, that woman's name was Rose.
Alright.
And two, you know I don't mean a word of that empty flirting.
Oh.
And it's still the principle of things, Luke. I understand if you try to woo them to get what you want when it seems that I'm not looking.
So, Hannah, are you saying that he can do that if you're not looking?
But I told you once before not to do it when I'm there.
Wow. Hannah, wow. I never knew. Sometimes I have my doubts. I really want to believe that I am an exception. That he is not just using me like how he used those other girls. I am having a hard time believing that now. And it isn't just shameless flirting. There's something about Marianne woman as if Luke is familiar with her. As much as it shames me, it makes jealousy rear its ugly head. I am, suffice to say, ticked off.
Really? I forfeit my trip to Cardiff for this, and you're still not happy.
Dude, you agreed.
Trust me, Luke. I am very happy. Very happy that, for once, we are doing something that I want. Can you not see the smile on my face?
Let alone Luke, I also cannot see the smile on your face. It is only when I let loose of those words that the truth hits me like a slap on the face. And by the looks of it, it seems to have the same effect on my dear darling husband. It has always been Luke wants this, Luke wants that, hasn't it? I don't even remember the last trip we went to which was my own choosing, without needing to get the man's approval. On the other hand, I was pulled along to every single expedition he wished to tackle, and I never objected. The rest of the ride home is spent ignoring each other, pretending the other didn't exist. That is not a healthy marriage. I'm not married myself, but I think that is not a healthy marriage. Arriving at our penthouse, my first order of business is to get into bed. Forget the hot bath and forget the tea. I just want to bury myself in blankets and forget everything in my slumber. It seems that Luke has the same idea in mind as he tags along behind me. But this is something I will not allow the moment I pass through the door.
Out.
Oh, you go,
What
lady.
the bloody hell, woman? This is my bedroom too!
Luke stands, flabbergasted as I deny him entry to our chambers. His pillows lie on the cold tiled floor away from the warmth of our soft down bed, and my guest promises him the same fate if he does not budge on this matter.
Don't even try to argue, because I am very cross with you, Luke Wright. You can take the second bedroom or the guest room if you wish, but I do not want to see you at all for the rest of the night.
Oh no.
Johans!
Our butler wandered over, a curious expression on his face. He doesn't quite hurry, moving at a relaxed pace no matter how angry his master sounded.
No, you are not allowed to sleep in my room, sir.
Oh. Wait, Luke? You really want to sleep on your butler's room?
That's not what I mean! Help me talk some sense into her!
There is no sense in questioning her right to be angry, sir.
Uh-huh.
So, if I might be excused, I'll go prepare the second bedroom for you.
You know, sleeping on a couch is not that bad. I used to sleep on a couch and it feels nice. I have to keep a straight face as he stomps away in the
Mutiny!
feet.
This is mutiny!
Right, you're the patriarch and no one is on your side.
The system is being upturned and the people are rioting, and everything is left asunder.
The king will be thrown off the throne. It isn't every day that Luke is rendered speechless by someone he considers inferior, or to yield to another authority without an ulterior motive. His pride just wouldn't allow it. I do keep telling the man to treat his people better. He may throw whatever fits he wants, but he will not be getting his way tonight. Victorious, I celebrate by jumping face first onto our bed. Undignified, yes, but nobody is here to judge me anyway, right? Nobody is here to tell me what to do. Yet, as I succumb to sleep, I can hear them whisper to me. I can hear them whispering. Oh my goodness. Is that where the cellar is, the wine cellar basement thingy? Help me. Calling for me. They want me. Need me. They drown me, pull me down and suffocate me in their embers until I sink to the bottom. A deep abyss awaits, inviting yet foreboding. They're calling to me from in there, aren't they? And I do want to help, I do. But when I try to reach out, something pulls me back, like a hook sinking itself into my stomach. Ah. Stupid ghost. Stupid ghost. And I break through the surface with the graphs. Alone in bed, without Luke to hold the covers. I am swathed in clothes and slick with sweat. It takes... shit, my hand is actually... is it called shivering? I don't know, shaking? Yeah, that's it. It takes me a while to untangle myself and kick them all off. Both the bed and I are right mess by the end of it all. But I am more than eager to just get up and go out for some fresh air. October 26, Wednesday. The day's past has gone by a blur. We hadn't talked much, Luke and I, outside of necessity. In fact, we've hardly talked beyond the topic of acquisition of properties. Properties being the mansion, obviously. Everything has been so busy that I haven't talked to anyone outside of business, and it is just so stressing. So, one can understand my need for a good chat, preferably over a good meal. There are times when any decent, emotionally healthy and socially capable person need a good friend. One who will talk to them without the conversation degrading or turning into an argument or burying a nearby friend. I have an interior designer under a confidentiality agreement to listen to me.
Up, higher, come on now!
The place is bustling with movers, carrying furnishings here and there, along with several trunks of personal belongings taken from our penthouse. I can hear Luke barking at them at the other room, making sure nothing is handled carelessly or gets stolen.
Careful now! I know your pictures are framed by cheap plastic, but those are framed by African blackwood and are one-of-a-kind commissioned paintings.
Oh.
Each one is easily worth a lifetime of what you lot make.
Well then, it is hard to tune him out. The walls did not do a good job of muffling him at all. But then again, it is Luke. I would still hear him ranting, even if we were on the opposite sides of the mansion, and I'm wearing an earplug. Oh, wow, Luke, wow.
I'd really like to thank you for inviting me to breakfast, Mrs. Wright. but I already ate, so I should really go back to work.
Yeah, you should.
Nonsense! You arrived so early. You must not have gotten a proper meal.
I also haven't gotten a proper meal. I need dinner
Our
soon.
butler has made a surprisingly lovely bubble and squeak. Sit, sit. I'd situate us in the dining hall, but it is a mess right now.
And I hate that drilling sound, to be
Johan?
honest. The man in question appears, ready with a tray, as he starts to set the table for us. We sit in silence as we are each served a plate. Bubble and squeak, topped with a nicely poached egg, with cherry tomatoes and other garnishes adorning the edge of the plate. That doesn't look. I mean, I guess each to their own, I guess, because that food doesn't look tasty. A cup and a saucer and a teapot with some Earl Grey is placed down for Marianne, and I ask for orange Julius. You mean orange juice?
How are you liking the project?
Drop that vase and I'll have your head.
Off with your head.
I know it's only an 8 million yen vase, but I swear, I'll...
8 million yen vase. 8 million yen, how much is that?
Well, it's certainly a fun challenge, incorporating the designs of a Jacobean manor and the functionality of a modern household. I have ideas I would like to suggest, by the way, about what to use the second bedroom for. I have been informed of your goddaughter and thought a kid-friendly room might be in order.
A goddaughter?
You read my mind. I was actually going to bring that up. Oh, that would just be so lovely, Marianne. That way, Kylie can bring her friends over as well. And a good friend of
Kylie?
mine, Rochelle, is expecting a baby. So, why don't we think about putting a crib in there too?
Nice.
I can just imagine little ones running around, filling this place with the pitter-patter of their feet.
How about you, Hannah? Are you not going to have a baby?
We'd have to make sure they don't trip and fall on the stairs, though.
We won't be able to finish everything up until after the party. But we'll have it ready by then, so that all we need to do is to move in the furnishings.
Yes, that's plenty fine. It's not like we're in a hurry to have it. And we wouldn't want the workers to disturb the guests or the other way around, do we? Just make sure it's presentable. You know, in case a guest snoops about.
Of course. As for the kitchen you wanted, I've already negotiated for the high-end stoves and the hot and cold drawers, so on and so forth. I've got a friend who is able to customize them so that they'll look like the counters we'll be replacing and fit the rest of the interior.
I'm lost at this
I'll be bringing them in
conversation.
today.
I'm so lost.
Why can't you people do anything right? Don't drag it. You'll scratch the wood.
To be honest, I feel like I want to watch Luke more because the way he sounded, it looks interesting.
Excellent. But no, really, how have
Also,
you liked
my
it so
ears
far?
are... I don't know, it feels blocked.
Oh, it has been wonderful, believe me. Everything is going smoothly too. It has been a long time since I've worked on something on this grand a scale. Nowadays, everyone is about condos and flats, living in the city where every room is an identical box.
What's
Believe
wrong
me,
with
this
it?
is very refreshing.
We lived in a condo before this, Marianne.
I didn't mean any insult.
It's fine, sweetie. Look at you, all frazzled. I was just pulling your leg.
It's a big penthouse
Luke wanted
though.
that penthouse when we got married, and you can thank him for purchasing this place as well.
She looks confused. Of course, she has every right to be. She, no doubt, overheard me push that estate agent into the sale, making quite the aggressive offer. She saw me sign the papers for the mansion as well. I just had to scoff.
Don't be fooled. I'm just the treasury.
Ah,
I
so
wouldn't
you
be able to
hold
make
the
a
gold.
purchase this grand without his seal of approval.
Ah,
I see.
So he's the emperor then.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
Yes, it wouldn't be appropriate to comment further.
Yeah, it wouldn't be professional.
It is unprofessional.
There you go.
Unprofessional.
I can't help but let out a deep sigh as I stick the fork into the dish. I didn't want professional. I want someone who will either agree with me, even if it's just for the sake of agreeing, or someone who will try to talk some sense into me. Neutral responses are so boring. There is no discourse in the middle ground.
The food is good. Best bubble and squeak.
What? Maybe I shouldn't just try to understand. I'll just let it be.
Of course it is. Our kitchen staff only uses the freshest hand-picked ingredients. Only the best for the Wrights.
Right.
Mr. Wright is not joining us?
No, he is far too busy bossing people around. He even refused to join me for breakfast earlier. Hence this.
Mr. Wright, if you cannot cherish your wife, how about giving me your wife?
I see. My apologies. I really don't know what sort of response you expect to get from me.
There is a clatter of silverware as I slam my hands on the table. It is frustrating. I am frustrated. At Luke, mostly. But Marianne's neutral, professional answer is certainly irksome as well.
You're a human with feelings and opinions, aren't you? Don't give me this bollocks about being professional when we're having a nice friendly chat over a nice and friendly breakfast. I can only talk about interior designs for so long, and I detest one-sided conversations, Marianne.
Well, I really don't know what to say, Mrs. Wright. We were talking of no topic in particular, and...
Luke.
I pity Marianne
we were
very
talking
much.
about Luke.
About him not eating breakfast with you?
About him treating me as if I were some treasury.
I seriously can relate to Marianne so much. I didn't realize I shouted out loud until it is too late. There is a stunned silence that settled before I slumped back into my seat. Hiding my face behind my hands, I can feel my shoulders shake. Breathe, I told myself. Calm down. But it is just so hard.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like he doesn't love me anymore.
Oh, look at Marianne. She's so beautiful.
Oh, have I been so blind? Did he ever love me at all? Was our marriage all for the sake of saving his company and his wealth? Because?
Because?
I'm curious. Did I say that out loud again? No, this is bad. Unacceptable. Lady, please. I want to know because of what? It is rumored before. The real reason for our engagement. But if anyone were to know of this, marriage of necessity to carry on political and financial power used to be a common thing. But the Evan Wright union is the perfect happily ever after. Was supposed to be. It is true that we first met each other in order to discuss dealings, to make the then failing Wright Enterprise a subsidiary for Evans Incorporated. But I do remember being in love with him, and there were times when he said he loved me back. Even if I'm not sure what the truth is now, or even is his Luke is his comeback, is he? Either way, I do not want the right name or the Evans name dragged throughout the mud. And if Marianne so much talk about this, Marianne is a good sort, isn't she? So far, she has been reasonable and accommodating, even towards Luke's ridiculous requests. Patient and professional. Did it only extend to business? Or would she be able to understand that things like this are not as simple, not as clean as they are painted to be? Certainly, I can talk to her. Ask for her.
I won't speak a word, Mrs. Wright.
Oh, Marianne.
Not only am I
Marianne.
contractually obliged to, it would also go against my principles.
Good lady,
This is
good
no
lady.
one else's business but your own, and it should be kept between the two of you. And whoever you wish to seek counsel from.
Please, Marianne. You have to understand. These sort of affairs, if anyone were to know this, they could just twist it and we'll be ruined. All I ask for is your silence on the matter.
She already said she won't speak a word of it.
If I am to be frank, Mrs. Wright, this isn't new for me. You aren't the first, and you certainly won't be the last to have complicated dealings. Unless what you're doing is illegal, I turn a blind eye.
Ah, good lady, good lady.
If I wasn't in the same boat, I'd be trying to pry those secrets and gossip with you about them by now.
Well, I'm keeping that information confidential as well.
It's not like I have any other choice, do I?
Thank you.
We continue to eat our meal in peace, finishing the last of the food and drink. When the door to the parlor opened, Marianne and I are just sitting in silence.
Madam, the photographer from Luxury Living is here.
I give him nothing but a small nod.
This was a wonderful meal, Marianne. You're free to return to your duties. I must excuse myself.
It was my pleasure. And thank you for the food as well.
Making my way downstairs, I look back and see Marianne give me a nod and a small smile. That certainly put me in a lighter spirits. An interview with Luxury Living. That is today, isn't it? Oh yes. People had caught wind of our new mansion. The very moment we left the house. No wonder it feels silent. Luke had boasted that he could acquire the property in no time and allowed a photo shoot for an interior design magazine to be scheduled today. Well, there were complications, and it took longer than it usually does for us. Hopefully, I won't have any other unfortunate slip-ups with someone who isn't bound by confidentiality. The mansion grounds has been one of the first things to be fixed, aside from the bedroom. Although it's still a work in progress, it had a promising start, and I can already see the flower patches. Luke's favorite daffodils stand out easily, having been transplanted from the pots that used to litter the rooftop from our friend house. Why, if the moving crew thought that Luke was being hard on them, they clearly didn't see the landscape on his way out. The man looked like he was ready to faint, and Luke seemed ready to kill him by the end of the discussion. It is the gardens that I see him, standing near the flower in quiet admiration. He is hard to miss, the hulk of a man that clearly did not belong, and a big backpack. And the suitcase he has with him makes him look much larger. It is a peculiar sight, seeing someone who looks like he does handling. It is a peculiar sight seeing someone who looks like he does handling. What is this sentence? It is peculiar sight seeing someone who looks like he does handling little delicate things with such care. He looks up from the gardens and does a double take before a friendly face replaces his serene expression.
Miss Wright, yeah? Hi, Zachary Steele here from Luxury Living, ma'am. Hope you weren't waiting too long.
I thought you were a movie director, but I guess you're not.
But it looks like you're still moving in, huh? Thought for a second there my calendar was wrong and I came here too early.
The one and only. Welcome to Maison de Right. And yes, we've been in the process of moving in as we were delayed, but it won't be a problem. They're just adding a few things here and there, and you should still be able to do your work. Where's the rest of your crew then, Mr. Steele?
Zach is fine, please. Mr. Steele makes me feel like I'm a mascot for a cleaning product.
Oh? Really?
Anyway, I'll be your one-man crew for today. Don't worry, been doing this gig for a while now.
You must be quite the veteran to handle this on your own. We've had a full crew coming into our penthouse the last time we were covered in your magazine.
Veteran? Oh, your words are too kind, Miss Wright.
Hana! If I get to call you Zach, you have my permission to call me Hana.
Alrighty then. Anyway, I'm no veteran, but I know my camera well enough to make sure this is a good shoot. You can trust me on that, Miss Wright. Hana.
Oh. Alright. Zachary proves quickly enough that I can, in fact, trust him. His skills with the camera and experience in this industry at the very least. He is kind and cautious, listening and following as I lead him around the house. A really nice fellow, and he treats our household staff well whenever we cross paths with them. I answer his question to the best of my ability, and he is patient enough to answer mine whenever I get curious enough. For one, I ask what the bags are for. They are quite the magician's toolkit. From inside, he had procured several items to embellish the interior with. Bowls of fruit, lemons, tray with peppermills, stack of cookbooks, cutting board and glass of canister filled with wonderful nuts and grains are brought to the kitchen setting. For the bathroom, there are white towels, seashells, decorative soaps. There are other things as well, too numerous to count, all in that large backpack and suitcase.
Tricks of the trade. Softens up a room, makes a place feel more homey, and fills it up with texture.
Aye.
But you guys probably have better stuff I can use for this.
No lights. Don't tell me all of these are just props.
Well,
Yep.
I've got my tripod here. For things like these, natural light is best. I'll just have to set the shutter speed to a real slow setting, and as long as nobody steps into the shot, it'll look great.
Oh?
Oh, it better.
I have no idea about photography. We go through the rooms one at a time, although we first tackle the ones that the mover have no business anymore. The ballroom, ooh, that's beautiful. The ballrooms need a little preparation with its grand design. Although there is some trouble at first with the wide open space and the pictures being backlit. It is in the kitchen that Zachary's prop came in handy, considering how Johannes kept the place so neat and sterile. One can practically eat off the floor. Wow! We carry on touring the house and taking pictures where we can, with exception to the rooms which has yet to gain any purpose or design. Too bad I can't take a sneak peek at his photos yet. Funnily enough, he's using traditional camera. I didn't even know film still existed. With the way he speaks, however, I can see that he knows enough about his craft, and I am not too worried about botched photographs. I imagine photography must be cathartic for him, judging by how at ease he looks while taking pictures. Where is the ghost? No more ghost? There are a small snippet of the conversation in between the clicking of the camera. He even goes as far as to talk about the terminologies like shutter speed, the aperture, when I ask about technical aspects. I can't quite see the picture as it's made, much like when I watch artists paint on their canvas. But just watching someone passionately practicing their craft is exciting in its own way. Going through the many rooms has been quite the exercise for both of us. Despite that, he has been so nice, and I have a feeling when he took this picture and developed the picture, the ghost would be behind her. And I find myself putting my best smile. But it is as we are checking picture in the foyer that everything comes to a standstill for a moment. Just a moment. Had I not been paying attention, I wouldn't have even noticed. It is merely a split second when Zachary's rhythm was put to halt. Yeah, hello, Fanta, hello. Shit! Pull the camera away from his face, gaze still firmly fixated through the viewfinder. His hand shakes and there's a light sheen of sweat on his forehead.
Zachary?
No response.
Zach, is something the matter?
Lowering his... Oh shit man, this ghost. Lowering his camera, he blinks and stares at something behind me before shaking his head. Turning around, I see nothing that could have gotten his attention.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong. I just remembered something, that's all. Let's get back to the pictures. Can you move a bit more to the left, yeah?
I struggle to respond this time. There's a sudden weight on my back and an indescribable tightness around my... Oh no, that is creepy. Yes, it is creepy. Everything stops. And everything starts again. I managed to choke out.
If you're sure.
I don't know what just happened. It was probably just a dizzy spell. I'm fine. And he said it's fine. We continue at the same pace as before, although there is an unspoken agreement that we will not talk about what happened.
So, is this a full-time job for you then?
Nah, I just freelance mostly, for magazines, newspapers, and events. So you can't really call it a full-time job. It's fun and it puts food on the table, but it's not what I really want to do. At least, not all the time.
What is it that you want to do then?
He wants to be a director. Be a film director. Maybe I've been out of line, sticking my nose into other people's business, but I can't help but ask. I regret doing so as I see his shoulders slump. Then the easygoing air he has fades away. He looks torn over whether he wants to talk about it or not.
Films. Documentaries mostly. But cinematography is a lot more difficult than photography, right? I was working on this thing, actually.
What thing?
Well, it wasn't really a big thing. People didn't like Blue Fonzie very much.
Blue Fonzie?
People don't like a film about colors.
I'm confused, but okay.
I suppose they would have liked Blue Bibby a lot more.
Blue... what?
Very funny.
So, Grand Director, do you want to tell me what Blue Fonzie is all about?
He hesitates. But when I refuse to budge on the matter, he gives in and spills it all out. Blue... oh my goodness, I am going to butcher this so much. Blue Fonzie, le Heu la plus sombre des Noirs Britanniques. Dark blue, the darkest hour of the Black British. I see. I guess I know the reason why. He speaks with passion of one has gone through the very matter he is concerned with. There is conviction, knowledge, and experience in his speech. Why, I will have told him that he is an amazing speaker, if only I wasn't so engrossed listening. Prejudice and discrimination in schools and in the workplace, lesser chances for opportunity and higher chances of being treated like a criminal. He spoke of blacks and people of color in general, still being treated like second-class citizens, all because of the color of their skin. It is just positively riveting and sad. It comes to a point wherein he soon loses steam. He looks abashed, realizing what he had just done.
Sorry, I just got so carried away and...
It's fine. It is really so fascinating to watch people talk about their passion after all. You should see how your eyes light up when you speak so fiercely.
Anna is very kind. I like her actually.
You do have very beautiful eyes.
Uh-huh. Thanks, I guess.
I want to say that I understand where he's coming from, but I really don't, do I? I was born with a silver spoon on my mouth, and I've lived a charmed life. It hasn't been perfect, but the difficulties I've been through pales in comparison to what others experience in daily basis. I certainly don't know how I would have fared were it any different. Would I still have met Luke? And would he still have loved me if I were any lesser?
What was your home like? These things you talk about, it sounds like you've... Well, I don't mean to pry, I mean.
Live with my older sister and my grandparents. We had a shop selling all sorts of things below our flat. And well, I was one of the few non-white, non-British students in class.
Oh?
I didn't get pushed around or anything straight up. Even then, I was one of the biggest kids around. But a pencil and notebook would go missing, you know?
Class bully. It happens to me. All that I knew. Children can be cruel at times. Of course, it may be a slightly different story when you have personal guards. And the stolen item is not pencil but expensive heirloom.
So what about you? How you liking your new house? It's pretty impressive.
It's nice, I suppose.
You suppose? Not big enough?
What? No, oh, don't be a bully. It's just that.
That?
I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
Or the ghost? I was a little girl, all dolled up and treated like a fragile porcelain, with nursemaids waiting to me hand and foot. All the material possession anyone could ever want, I could ask for on a whim, and it would be handed to me just like that. But I barely saw my parents. Just goodbye kisses in the morning before they went off to who knows where they needed to be next. I saw them more often on a telly or in a paper, more than I did in person.
I remember my old house. It was a lot like this one. Big walls and big halls, but nobody in it. Not really. It makes you think how alone you are.
Yeah, I think having a big house with only just 2 persons will be creepy, especially if the house is haunted. A pensive mood overcomes us, and there's a moment where neither of us are sure how to go on from here. Things have gotten a bit too personal, yet it isn't wholly uncomfortable, like as if we've been friends before.
Well, that's normal, ain't it? You just moved here. You'll make home out of it yet.
It certainly makes it easy to believe that. My childhood house is indeed a lot like this one. Just as large and extravagant, and just as empty. I hope he's right.
So, Monsieur le Photographe, you've covered the one and only Ermengarde mansion.
That he
What's
did.
next on the agenda?
The interview?
Boring. It's an interior design and housing magazine.
And they want to know what Miss Wright has to say about her interior design and house.
Anna Wright thinks she bought a magnificent house that she can certainly brag about.
Blah, blah,
Blah,
boring.
blah. Boring. You know what they should print more of?
What?
I watched an interesting documentary the other day. Bleu Foncé, the darkest hours of the Black British. I recommend you watch it.
Oh.
Those are the things that people should know about.
See, Hannah is kind. Hannah is kind.
What do they care if I use a purple or green bowl of fruit in my kitchen?
People, right?
Oui. People are shite. What do you think? Do I look good with this angle?
I strike a pose while he's busy, looking taken aback for a moment, probably not expecting me to just go and say such a crass word. But he recovers quickly, and after snapping a few shots, he grins.
Yeah, vous êtes belle.
I don't know what that means.
You want copies of these ones?
Yes, please.
Oh wait, Belle means
the big
beauty,
boy
but
knows French.
I don't know.
You must have wooed a few ladies. Unless you're into gents.
Yep.
Either way, French is, after all, the language of romance.
No, I don't know about quoting fancy poetry. But I've made lunch for a girl before, and they did like that fancy French cuisine.
Not me.
Can you cook your best?
Oh, I pronounced that wrong, didn't I?
I can cook just about anything as long as I know the recipe.
C'est magnifique.
And I pronounced that wrong, alright. It has been too long since I've had a nice and proper chat with a good friend. No, Lee is certainly not a good friend. And although we've just met, Zachary is the sort who can probably befriend anyone. He's just a comfortable person to be around with. A bit too comfortable. The photo shoot went by a breeze, and somewhere along the way we talked and laughed I find myself getting a bit too close without realizing. He'll give me this strange look until I back off, and he'll go back to asking questions after I agreed to do his little interview. And it's just odd. Well, no. Me being friendly isn't that odd. That is how I am. Zachary's the one being odd. Why? Anyone else would have absolutely welcomed the extra attention I give them. He, on the other hand, looks almost flustered about it. He should be used to different personalities by now, having to deal with various people when he works. And if not, he needs to start. I mean, lady, people have this thing called boundary. Perhaps nobody has shown him attention of this kind, but he's a big boy. He should be able to handle me. All it is a friendly touch here, a pretty smile there, and a gentle swaying of the hips as I... Lady, are you flirting with him? Zachary grew and grew more red every time he noticed. And I, being mean as I find enjoyment in seeing him unravel, perhaps. This went on during the interview and beyond that. There's nothing wrong with what we are doing now, right? There is something wrong, lady. Zachary and I are just having a playful, friendly chat while enjoying outside view. True. At least that's how I see it, but you two are actually just strangers. Acquaintance.
I'm sorry, but I'm really getting distracted. Could you maybe stop doing that?
Stop? I'm not sure if I want to though. Let me save. Alright, let's stop.
I'll stop if it makes you uncomfortable, sweetie.
Sorry.
No, I should be the one apologizing. Why, you're a shy one, aren't you, big guy?
It's not that, but...
But? He gestures to the ring on my finger and let the fact of the matter hang heavily between us. Being told, implicitly, that I'm too forward is not a common occurrence. I think I'm more stunned at the fact that he pointed it out rather than, well, being rejected. Not that anything is going to happen between us in the first place. It was just going to be some harmless flirting, right? Is there such thing as harmless flirting?
So, you've never had a girlfriend?
No. No boyfriend either. You know, just in case you were gonna ask for that one next.
And you haven't even had your first kiss?
Not a one, ma'am.
Do you want to have your first kiss today?
Whoa, lady, whoa, let's go. Are you winning? No. I really can't. And I am going to apologize a lot later. Surely, by the catty smile on my face, it is obvious that I'm just pulling his legs. The laugh I fail to contain certainly gives it away, if it still isn't obvious. But still, he lights up in embarrassment, stammering and sputtering objections.
You're married, and this will be extremely unprofessional.
People in this game talking about professional stuff.
I never said I would kiss you, silly.
True, that's true. You're just getting ahead of yourself, Zachary.
Oh, Johannes!
Oh, don't tell me she's going to ask Johannes to kiss him.
No, what? No! Don't call your butler, she's Hannah!
Hannah.
That would be for the better. I don't think his husband would appreciate it if I made him kiss another man.
Wait. Johannes is married?
I do not think you can hear us from here either.
Oh well.
But it is hard to think you're not taken, Zachary. Why, whoever becomes your girlfriend will be so lucky to have you. You can cook and take wonderful photographs.
Johannes' husband is. I'm curious.
Wonderful meals and wonderful memories.
I can play guitar too.
Nice.
You can? Oh my, wonderful serenades as well then. Perhaps I can find a young lady who deserves a fine, strapping young gentleman like yourself.
Let's not get carried away. Besides, I gotta be going. It's getting late and I got someplace else to be.
A shame.
Indeed.
I will be expecting you again soon, I hope. For a copy of my photographs, yes?
Of course. I'll even deliver them
course.
personally.
I'll even give you the one with the ghost in it.
Just, don't try to make me kiss your butler when I drop by.
As fate would have it, the very moment the word leaves his mouth, Johannes comes out of the house. Judging by the slight rise of his brow, he has heard only the tail of the end sentence.
There shall be no kissing of any butlers under this roof, Danke.
That's German, yes?
But you are not under a roof, are you, Hansi?
Oh no, Hannah. Well, that's... To my amusement, he takes a step back, safely placing himself within the threshold of a foyer under the roof of the house. And just as ever, he is quick to return to his sardonic reply.
I am now. As I was saying, madam, it's about time for supper.
Oh, I need supper myself.
Will I be needing to set an extra place at the table?
No.
No,
I was just leaving, actually. So, you have a good night, Hannah. And you too, Hansi.
It was nice to meet you, Zach, honey. You have a safe trip.
He nods, and the grin on his face as we say our goodbyes is the sweetest that I have ever seen. I linger, looking out for him with his relatively tiny bicycle backpack safely secured in the basket in front and suitcase hooked on the back. I watched as he went down the path back to Anslem village until he is nothing more than a blip in the horizon. I cannot help the smile on my face as I go inside for supper. It's night in this creepy mansion. How wonderful. Entering the dining hall causes me so much confusion. It is dark. For a moment, I thought the electricity work is not up to par. But that clearly is not the case, as every other room is bright with artificial light. Finding the light switch is a monumental task. Considering the I'm scared right now. Considering the size of my unfamiliarity with the room. To make matters worse, did the room just got darker? Okay, it does. The darkness grants the room a different atmosphere, eerie and frightening. It takes longer than I thought to find the switch. Something that will have to be rectified later on. My skin starts to prickle and there is a distinct feeling of being watched. It unsettles me and only spurs me on my search. And when I do open the light, there is a hiss.
I'll turn the lights down, woman.
Bro, why? There, at the end of the hall, my beloved husband with his face on one hand and a glass in the other. Perhaps I can let it go if it was only one glass of wine. However, I can feel myself go livid after I see the toxic green liquid gleam mockingly at me.
Luke, what? Are you drinking absinthe?
What's absinthe? What is absinthe?
You know what the doctor said. Absinthe, Luke. Are you actively trying to kill yourself?
I mean, Hannah, if he died, you can have the whole thing to yourself and find a better husband.
Because if you are, we can just hit you with a bloody car.
Honeybee, Buttercup, not too loud, please. Besides, it's Lelouch, not too strong. Just hair of the dog that bit me.
Huh?
Helps with the hangover, dearest.
You drank? When?
This morning, love. Don't be mad. I just needed a few drinks, having to deal with those simpletons. And maybe I had one too much. You don't see me whinging about you leaving me to handle them on my own.
I had to attend the photo shoot and interview with Luxury Living. You know that. let's not make this about me, Luke. This is about you and your drinking problem and...
Oh, I don't know, Hannah, darling. What if my drinking problem, as you like to call it, is linked to you?
Now you're just being a douche.
If we think about it that way, this discussion is about you. That was pretty mean of you, leaving me alone to do all the work like that. You can't use the interview as an excuse either, honey. I was informed the moment your little interview was done. So, what was it then, What were you doing?
Interview? What's it gonna be? Should I tell the truth or tell a little lie? I don't like lying, but I'm going to save. I don't like lying.
I was talking with Zachary, the photographer for Luxury Living.
I have no reason to tell lies. It's not like I'm guilty of anything, that's right. But as Luke's expression turns, he makes me feel like I actually am to blame for something. He has a way of making me laid bare with just a look. Wow, what a strong gaze. That had really struck me when we first met years ago.
That giant Negro?
Whoa! Is Luke trying to get me cancelled here?
You were having a secret meeting behind my back and it was with him?
Why not?
What are you implying?
He's friendly. Unlike you.
I'm implying nothing. I'm just worried. You know better than to trust those media types, Buttercup.
What do those media types say?
He must have been really friendly to occupy your time like that.
Oh, he is friendly.
But all he's looking for is his next big headline.
What is it? Luke Wright dying due to alcohol?
He's a photographer for an interior design magazine.
Doesn't matter. You let one little thing slip, one wrong move, and it'll blow up in the telly in the morning. He'll go to his journalist friends to gossip and make a quick quid.
Uh-huh. His eyes were the first thing I noticed about him. They were like nature. The grass and the trees, wonderful and breathtaking. Now, as I look at him, they are nothing but the same shade of green as the bloody damn drink in his wine. In his hand.
He was a perfect gentleman, Luke. I can't say the same for you as of recent.
Excuse me again? We're talking about you, Hannah.
No, we're talking about you, boy.
No. I am pretty sure we were talking about you and your drinking problem, Luke, right?
Hangover during the course of this little spat. The man jumps to his feet and seethes. It looks like he is barely stopping himself from throwing the nearest thing he can find.
Oh, it is not a problem. I can stop whenever I want.
Then stop.
And even if it was, I think you can very well stay out of it, as it only affects my own kidneys or liver or whatever the bloody hell that shite pollutes. Whatever aftermath that occurs because of your little chit-chat with the Negro affects the both of us, however.
Look, Luke. Nothing will happen. You have to relax. It was just a friendly chat.
Indeed.
Well, now I think I'm getting jealous.
Oh, you do get jealous.
Or I would be if it weren't for this damn headache.
So, do you get jealous or is that just your pride talking?
Maybe you should drink more.
Maybe.
Supper is spent in silence with nothing but the occasional sound of silverware. A grand feast has yet to be served. Well, grander than usual Anyway, most likely due to Luke's complaint of stress. Oh, what are those? I can see the fish, that looks okay, but the rest looks disgusting. A platter of native oyster for starter, a tranche of turbot, oh that's the fish, with a purple sprouting broccoli lemon, whatever. To finish it all off, black tea and golden syrup sponge pudding custard. To be honest, if this was supper, your appetite are appeased with just those? Eat some rice. But when our appetites were appeased, or at least instant noodle is more fulfilling than that. Luke stands, kisses me goodnight and leaves me to stare at my half-empty cup. Lonely in the lull of night, I sit in a house too big and too empty, foreign and unwelcoming. Even with its warm tone and homely decor, it feels cold. There is no need for tears, however. I know I can get through this like every other obstacle I have faced before. This is a minor setback in what I hope will be a long and happy life. To remind myself of this place for Luke and for our future children fills me with a renewed vigor. Besides, it looked like someone is having a... Shit! The ghost is crying, right? The ghost is crying, right? Ah, shit, man. The wailing is far away and muffled, yet at the same time, it shakes me to my very core as I hear it. As if the suffering is just standing right beside me. Hearing it sends the chill down my spine and makes my skin prickle with goosebump. Who is that? Shit! Bitch, do you have to go? Curiosity sinks in as I follow the sorrowful sound into the kitchen and into the wine cellar hatch.
Hello? Is anybody down there?
I don't like this. I don't like this. Someone accompany me. Shit. Really? Really? I'm curious and concerned, but there is no way I'm going down into a dark and humid underground. I am not as enthusiastic as Luke, who considers himself quite a connoisseur. However, I also cannot bring myself to go to bed with this racket going on. If it is one of the household help, they will surely need some talking. After all, this wouldn't be the first time I've gone and found one of the maids sobbing their eyes out over one thing or another. As professional as our staff are, they are still human. More often than not, it was either Johannes or I who'd calm them down, who'd help them figure out how to go on about things. Unfortunately, I am not in a high spirit right now, and so I am not as wholly benevolent. Bitch. Shit. I don't want to open the hatch. I have no one with me right now. I know I have no one with me right now. I'm not opening the hatch. You know what? You know what? I'm going to screenshot this. And I'm going to stop here. And we will talk about it in next stream. Now, let me just raid someone. I know you are there. Yep. Not my channel. There. Alright, here we are. How do I do this? Raid channel. How do I see more of the channel that I can raid actually? Ay. Oh well, I'll just copy paste the thing. Alright. Copy this. Copy. pace. Alright. Anyway, for those who came by, thank you for coming, and for those who accompanied me through those ghost thingy, thank you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be playing Apex with my partner. So yeah. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.